Amanda Vapes here to talk about a vendor by the name of Purevapes. I will put the link in the description, of course. Purevapes is owned by a gentleman named Nikhil Rao, and I hope I'm saying that correctly. Nikhil is someone that I've known for about a year through Facebook. I've known of his work a lot longer than that. He appears constantly on DIY threads on what's known as the Electronic Cigarette Forum, also known as ECF. And by chance, if you haven't come across that forum, I will put the link below for that as well. But Nikhil is a guru when it comes to mixing. He answers zillions of questions on ECF, and I joke with him saying that if he took all his posts and sandwiched them together, he would have the best written DIY mixing guide imaginable. And it's funny too looking back on it because a lot of the questions that he's answering for people on ECF, they later go on to become vendors themselves. So it just tells you that he really knows his stuff. Safety. He has charts and lists about flavors, specific flavors from different flavor companies, the recommended level of mixing, safety information, whether he likes them or not. I mean, just on and on and on. It's incredible. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about all the flavors I have from Purevapes right now. Purevapes is a vendor that I don't run out of completely. I always have some, and I know all of these flavors really well, so I don't need to vape each one as we're talking. But I do have a standard resistance on my twist here with a couple of the flavors. The first one I'm going to talk about is one that I never ever run out of, and it is known as Epic Cookie Fantasy. And like the name implies, it is a coffee/bakery vape that is out of this world. The first time I tried it, the angels sang. You know, it was that good, and it is the most bakery and coffee you could possibly get into a juice imaginable. There are a lot of options on the purevapes.com site, and I'll walk you through those a little bit because it can be overwhelming if you're new to make all these choices. On this particular flavor, you can choose extra cappuccino. I choose extra cappuccino, and I choose extra flavoring. The spoons, you'll see it'll say 1, 2, or 3 spoons, or you can choose no spoons. That's sweetener. So I chose 2 spoons initially, and it was fantastic, but I couldn't vape it all day like I really wanted to do. So I've scaled that back to 1 spoon now. I go 50-50 on PGVG, and I'm at 8 milligrams on this. So Epic Cookie Fantasy, because I chose the extra cappuccino, the top note on mine is, in fact, cappuccino. Lots of vapor on this one. Great throat hit. The coffee flavoring is delicious. If I had not gotten extra cappuccino, I can totally tell that the top note will be cookie. And there are a lot of flavors working together. It's very complex, very well balanced. Either Nikhil or friends of Nikhil's have excellent palates. This is a flavor that there is no way in the world I could make DIY. No way. I just couldn't do it. It's obviously taken a lot of thought and a lot of planning. The flavors work really well together. It's very satisfying, and I love it. Next, we have Banana Split. Banana Split's kind of new to me. I just got it for the first time on my last order. I'll show you his labels. I just got it for the first time on my last order, and I just wanted to try it. I was curious because everything that he has is so realistic. I couldn't imagine what it would taste like. On this one, I also got 1 spoon of sweetener and extra flavoring and 50-50. But I want to say that he has an option on his flavors for extra throat hit. Extra throat hit that he uses is a pepper oil derivative, and I wanted to make sure that you all know that, because not that it's not safe necessarily, but if you have an aversion or an allergic reaction, heaven forbid, to peppers, you definitely need to know not to add that extra throat hit. I never get it. I just don't want to try that. I'm not interested in it. So banana split, when I first tried it, I couldn't believe that the overwhelming top note on that one is actually the ice cream. Banana and chocolate come in close behind, and it's a well-balanced, very rich, well-balanced flavor. Will I buy it again? Probably not, because banana nor chocolate vapes are really my bag, but he did a really phenomenal job. Again, it's complex in nature, and I could never dream of mixing that well. Next we have Blackberry Brandy. Blackberry Brandy, I got 1 spoon, extra flavoring, 50/50 PGVG, and I'll just go ahead and admit it is not a flavor for me. In fact, I've had it for 2 orders ago, so probably about a month. I order from him probably about every 2 or 3 weeks. Blackberry Brandy, and I talked to him about it. He said that a lot of people don't really care for the blackberry flavoring, and I thought he was wrong. I thought that I love the blackberry flavoring, but it must have been the brandy that I didn't like. Well, he's right. It is the blackberry, and I know this because it's steeped out, and you could separate the flavors out better. The brandy's good, the blackberry's good. There's a finish on there that, for lack of a better expression, is a hay barn finish. And you might be familiar with the hay barn finish if you've ever vaped complex tobaccos. You pick up on them a lot. And some people like that. I like it in red wine, but not my vapes. Red wine tends to have a hay barn, you know, some Cabernets and some Merlots have a hay barn note to them, and I like them fine in wine, but just not in my vape. So I'm not going to be finishing that bottle. This other one here that I want to talk about is special because it's not on his site, and he made it for me because I said that I love blueberry anything, and this guy is just so gifted. He made a blueberry cobbler beta for me. It's 50/50 extra flavor, 1 spoon, because he knows that's what I always get. God love him. Again, it's phenomenal. There's just so many flavors working together in there that you can't nail down what he's using, which is a good thing. He's obviously put a lot of hard work into these flavors. Blueberry on it is really good. It's a bright, fresh blueberry. The crumble is there. I just really love it. I think this is a 20 ml bottle, and it was very difficult. You can see it's a little beat up. His labels are paper, so you might want to get a piece of tape and packing tape and put it over your labels when you get them so that they stay fresher than this. But it was really hard for me to hang on to a couple of drops to talk about this one on video. I mean, I've been wanting to vape it badly, but I had a head cold, so I had to put it off. Lastly, I just want to talk about a couple of other flavors that I ordered from him real quick. 7 Berry Blend and PV4 are 2 that I really like of his too, and I'm not going to vape them for you, but the 7 Berry Blend is 7 berries. You can pick up on 7 berries. And I said to him when I ordered it that I didn't detect any strawberry, and he let me know that strawberry is not really a berry, so it didn't make the cut. And it's really delicious, as is PV4, which is impressive to me because I generally think of vendors as strong in either fruit or bakery or tobacco, and Purevapes has proven that they are strong in any arena that you put them in, really. And you know, the PV4 is obviously their take on ROI4, so it's going to be tobacco, and I get a spoon, so it's a little bit sweet, and caramel probably, and some vanilla, but it is really, really good. I try RY4s from just about every vendor that I come across, just so I can see. I can kind of gauge what kind of mixer they are from their RY4, which way it's going to go. And I was going to do a review for Purevapes quite some time ago, and then it became a moot point because Nikhil sent me some samples from EVC, eVapor Clouds, which is now no longer operating, to compare with his flavor that would match it. So he gave me his pina colada versus EVC's pina colada, snickerdoodle, on like that. And I was like, man, he has a lot of confidence. And he was right. His juice was really phenomenal, really complex, not over sweetened. It didn't utilize the diketones that I'm always so adamant to avoid. And he really has the safety information down. He's an open book. You can ask him anything, and he will share his information with you. Short of recipes, he is just the nicest guy, and you literally can ask him anything, and he will share everything he knows. Well, he already has, so you can search ECF and find answers to just about anything that he's already answered. So thank you for your time. I really, really highly recommend this vendor. This is my favorite go-to vendor that I always have to have his stuff with me. I really trust them, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Purevapes does from here on out. Thanks so much. Bye.